a spring step just because I like spring step. White gauntlets and blue gear to demonstrate some stuff to you guys today. What we'll be looking at is how to dodge projectiles. So this boy here isn't a great target. It's not a terrible target. Kill him real quick. He's so tanky. Okay, let's find a fireball boy over here. Excellent. You look at this. If I'm running, he will track me and he'll probably hit me. That's perfect tracking for you. They hit every shot, right? But I'm going to teach you how to abuse perfect tracking. Look at this. He's tracking my position, but I'm changing directions as he attacks. Oh, I just died to ignite. Let's do it again. I have no gear. It works better when you're faster. And then I also should grab a ruin real quick. I'm going to show you guys how sorcery cancelling can dodge. He didn't actually hit me with a bunch of fireballs. It's the combust that killed me. This is something with theoretically perfect tracking. Doesn't seem to track like floating momentum well. All you have to do is change your directions often in between the pacing of his attacks to dodge every shot. And hopping around like this is a pretty good way to dodge shots from players as well. Same to go with frost lances. I just walked into that one. Get better, you can just block the projectiles, but that's pretty hard to do still, especially when this guy attacks like this. I think kind of randomly actually. I'm gonna die to this stuff. It makes it up too. This is fire. Important to switch up your movement often, including sorcery cancelling in the air. I don't know what I was doing there. Just dying to a bot. Show you guys again, eh? Let's kill this bot without taking a hit. I understand it's just a bot, but he is a pyrocombust bot. One of this practice is to constantly change your direction. He's not going to be moving too much, but a lot of players won't move a ton either. Right? So if you watch my arrow keys, I'm actually pushing a whole bunch of them all the time. I'm watching the shot come and then changing directions to the pace of his rhythm. Feel the rhythm of his attack. He's going to attack 2, 1, fire, 2, 1, fire, 2, 1, fire, 2, 1, fire. And the mana floating? 2. Fire, 2, 1, fire, 2. Every time he fires at that rhythm, you sort of change up the pace. Players will attack faster because they can attack at this rate. Fire, fire. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and waiting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All you have to do is I'm gonna die. Ugh. Switch up your rhythm in the and beats, right? So if you were tracking a player, it's 1, give me a 5 gauntlet, 1 and 2 and 3. Grab more mana real quick just to demonstrate this to you guys. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Somebody with perfect tracking will predict where you're going to be. Here, if I'm walking 1 and 2, they're going to be throwing like this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and lead the shot so they hit you every time. the same interval, because you're running in the same direction. This becomes really, really difficult to do, however, the moment you start shifting your directions. So if you watch the rhythm that I changed my buttons at, it's basically 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. I changed directions twice between each beat. Between each fireball, I've changed directions twice already. And with the distance that it comes, this makes you harder to track. So they're going to overextend their flicks unless they throw exactly where, like if they throw at the circle that you're walking around on, like right here, I'm in trouble. Most people will throw on either side of you and they will slowly close in when they realize what you're doing, at which point you want to further extend your movement, right? So they go, they're going to overextend this way, they're going to overextend that way, and then they're going to close in and you're going to walk to where you were. And then they're going to throw a shot there and you just walk back to where you previously were. Again, the dodge the shots. And you can mix this up with ground movement, combined with mid-air movement, combined with sorcery cancelling. So I'm still pushing these buttons and gliding around a little bit, touching the floor to reset my sorcery cancels, gliding around, and this is how you dodge fireballs in the air. So you get a rune, you can mix that movement up with switching. In the last video we talked about sorcery cancelling. The other thing it's really good for is to slow your forward momentum down. So going that way slows me down faster, like this, than if I just press my S key. So if I hold my S key down, I do slow down, but sorcery cancelling with S key almost stops your forward momentum immediately. Big aggro. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So even him not moving, I can hit every shot, but the moment he stops moving, because there's a change in acceleration, the change in whatever he decided to do, if I'm holding down the button, this is what I'm doing now. It's way harder to do holding down the shot. On that note, if people are doing things like that to you with the movement, it's better to take your time and aim, watch the movement, see where he's going, anticipate his trajectory, and then attack rather than just holding down the shot. If I hold down the shot, it's hard to predict where he's going to be and keep track of where he's going. If you instead take a moment to think about how he's going to be moving and then throw a shot, the bonfire hurt more than the actual fireball, and shots a lot better. But that's it for the basic movement now. We're going to come back to that shortly. And this is really good for... So sorcery cancelling the air is actually really, really good to dodge ice shots. Let me find the ice spot real quick. Wherever you might be. Just to show you that. Okay. The ice boy. Okay, you see that shot that I got hit by? I floated backwards, directly backwards from him, in a straight line from where he was aiming. That's not good. You always want to be moving perpendicularly to dodge ice shots, this way and that way, because it's way harder to track side to side than it is back to front. If I were to run at him in a straight line and run away in a straight line, I'm going to get hit because it's the same line that he's shooting down, right? That doesn't change. If it's the same line, he's going to hit me. So you want to go side to side. Side to side to side. Actually see where he's aiming. And this man's playing on controller. Look, he can't track me. I walk this way, he's gonna aim. I watch him turn, he's so slow. Just want to change the direction just often enough. You can do it while floating as well, including cutting it down with momentum. Purely because it's difficult to track. And this is for our good buddy here, Bad Tempest Main, because he asked me why he missed so many easy shots on me, and because while it looked like I'm not moving much, even when I'm floating, I'm constantly changing my momentum, combining with bedrock when I have it, and swing step when I don't have it. And I have a video of Megaverse doing this to me, and it's ridiculous. So swing step, sorcery cancelling, dodge every shot. Put this poor boy out of his misery. Unless he kills me first. Excellent. That's it for this. Let's move on.